Dear student, welcome back to our NIUVS Home School. Hope you are doing well at home. I'm fine also. This is Shivli Shaha, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Dear student, I am going to take your BGS class, that means Bangladesh and Global Studies class for the student of class 4. Today I will discuss lesson 1 and 2 from chapter 14. So let's get started our class. Our history, ancient times and the Middle Age. Today we will discuss our history, ancient times and the Middle Age. Student, so after finishing this chapter, you will get idea about our history. That means ancient times and the Middle Age. So have a look on the board. We shall learn about three kings and about the social and economic life in ancient times. Now first one is King Shashanka. King Shashanka was the first powerful king of Bengal in the 7th century AD. He established the boundaries of Bengal with the capital as Karnashivarna. He managed to extend the borders further during his reign. So here we know that Shashanka was the most powerful king of Bengal first, and in the 7th century AD. So you have to underline this sentence because it is most important. And here student, AD stands for Anno Domini. That means it is a Latin word, that means in the year of Lord. He established the boundaries of Bengal. That means King Shashanka established the boundaries of Bengal with the capital as Karnashivarna. So the name of his capital was Karnashivarna. He managed to extend the borders further during his reign. King Shashanka extended the borders during his reign. Now come to the next point, King Gopala. After Shashanka, there was a century of anarchy. Then in the 8th century, Gopala was elected to rule Bengal. He founded the Pal dynasty, which continued for 400 years. So after Shashanka, here we can see that there was a century of anarchy. That means the secession, there was an unrest secession after Shashanka. So he controlled, that means King Gopala controlled this secession. Then in the 8th century, Gopala was elected to rule Bengal. And it is important, in 8th century, King Gopala elected to rule Bengal. He founded the Pal dynasty. That means King Gopala was the founder of Pal dynasty, and it continued for 400 years. Now King Lakshman Sen. This king ruled Bengal in the 12th century. He was the 4th king of the Sen dynasty. He was a learned man and a poet. Eventually in 1204 he was defeated by Bukhtiyar Khilji, who opened the era of Muslim rules in Bengal. We know that King Lakshman Sen was the 4th king of the Sen dynasty, and he was a learned man, a poet, and in 1204 he was defeated by Bukhtiyar Khilji, and Muslim rules was introduced with it. So this king ruled Bengal in the 12th century. Here underline the sentence. Now social life. We will discuss the social life of ancient times. In those days, villages were at the center of social life. People were engaged in traditional occupations such as barbers, blacksmiths, potters, cobblers. Their religions were Hinduism and Buddhism. Their transport was boats, bullock carts, and palanquins. Their food was rice, vegetables, pulse, and fish. They enjoyed music, dance, dice, and wrestling. So in their social life, most of the people lived in villages, and their main occupation was agriculture. Besides this, there are many types of occupations. Economic life. Agriculture was the main occupation. They grew rice and sugarcane. There was also cottage industry in making cotton and silk garments for export. There was plenty of overseas trade through the seaports, especially Chattogram. So, Chattogram was used as an important port. So now come to the next page, number D, match the kings with their dates. So from the previous lesson we can match it. 7th century Lakshman Sen, Shashanka and Gopala. We know that 7th century King Shashanka. It will be matched with King Shashanka. And 8th century that means King Gopala ruled in this year. And 12th century it will be Lakshman Sen. Now come to the Middle Age. We shall learn about 3 kings of later times and the socio-economic life of those days. Now first one is Samsuddin Ilyas Shah. Samsuddin Ilyas Shah came to power in the 14th century. His main achievement was to keep Bengal independent from the sultans of Delhi. Ilyas opened up the Shahi dynasty. His dynasty brought a time when local language literature could prosper and poets and scholars were much admired. So Samsuddin Ilyas Shah came to power in the 14th century and he kept the Bengal independent from the sultans of Delhi. And Ilyas was the founder of the Shahi dynasty, and his dynasty brought a time when local language. So during his reign, local language, literature and culture prospered, and poets and scholars were much admired. Now Isa Khan. Isa Khan was the leader of the landowners in Bengal called the Baro Bhuyan. He was the landlord of Sonargaon in the 16th century. In the 16th century, it is most important, and he fought for independence of Bengal against Mughal Emperor Akbar. Isa Khan held up the Mughals from Bengal till after death. So Isa Khan was the most famous and remarkable leader of the landowners in Bengal. They were called Baro Bhuyan, and he was the landlord of Sonargaon. In the 16th century, he fought for independence of Bengal against with whom Mughal Emperor Akbar. So Akbar was a Mughal emperor, and he was the son of Humayun and father of Jahangir. Isa Khan held up the Mughals from Bengal till after his death. Now come to the next point, Shaista Khan. Once the Mughals had taken over Bengal, they appointed Shaista Khan in the 17th century as the local governor of Bengal. So he was the governor of Bengal and appointed by Mughals. At his time, rice was sold cheap. One could get 8 mont of rice for 1 taka only. He drove away the pirates from the region. Now social life. At that time, Bengal was known for the harmony between Hindus, Buddhists and Muslims. It was also known for its Bengali language and literature. The traditional crafts and occupations flourished throughout the Middle Ages. Clothes and diet of Middle Age were the same as ancient age. That means in that ages, at that time, clothes and food habit of Middle Age were the same as ancient time. So there were the harmony between the Hindus, Buddhists and Muslims. Economic life. The economy in that age remained based on agriculture. So in this year, agriculture was the main occupation. Besides this, cotton and silk garments were also renowned, as well as wood and ivory work. That means the objects that are made by elephants' teeth, that is called ivory. Exports exceeded imports in that age. From Chattogram port, rice, sugar, ginger, muslin and other types of clothes were exported. Chattogram was well known as a trade center. So Chattogram was the most important port on that year. Now come to the number D, match the rulers with their dates. Now 14th century, that means 14th century, we know that Samsuddin Ilyas Shah ruled this the Bengal. 16th century Isa Khan, and now 17th century ruled Shaista Khan. Now come to the fill in the blanks. King Gopala founded the dash dynasty, we know King Gopala founded the Pal dynasty. Number 2, King Lakshman Sen was the 4th king of the Dash dynasty. We know King Lakshman Sen was the 4th king of the Sen dynasty. Number 3, in Dash King Lakshman Sen was defeated. So we know in 1204 King Lakshman Sen was defeated by Buktir Khilji. Number 4, Dash was the main occupation in ancient times. We know agriculture was the main occupation in ancient time. Number 5, Samsun Ilyas Shah came to power in the Dash. We know that Samsuddin Ilyas Shah came to power in the 14th century. Now, Isha Khan was the leader of the Dash in Bengal. No, Isha Khan was the leader of the land owners in Bengal. And number 7, Bengal was known for the Dash between Hindus, Buddhists and Muslims. We can write here harmony. Again, I am telling this fill in the blanks. King Gopala, number 1, founded the Pal dynasty. 2, King Lakshman Sen was the 4th king of the Sen dynasty. Number 3, in 1204 King Lakshman Sen was defeated. 4, agriculture was the main occupation in ancient time. Number 5, Samsuddin Ilyas Shah came to power in the 14th century. Number 6, Isha Khan was the leader of the land owners in Bengal. Number 7, Bengal was known for the harmony between Hindus, Buddhists and Muslims. Student, hope you have understood our tutor's topic. Our tutor's homework will be fill in the blanks from chapter 14 and homework number 13. So, you have to do your homework at home and submit on next Saturday. Thank you all of you. See you in next class.